All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Akim out there laboring of the hopeful elect that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And pretty much, this is another reason why, we need the kingdom. We need Yahushai to pretty much crack those clouds and pretty much put all things in order. And this example here is an individual here. He's of a so-called Nigerian, which more than likely he comes from Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, okay, of the tribes. There's a situation now that's going on in the UK where, when you read the title here, it says UK police tells Nigerian women to stop reporting their husbands. Now, according to this video, okay, the UK pretty much the police department pretty much had a press conference, and it was speaking on the fact that Nigerian women are disproportionately calling the police on their husbands for every little issue that goes on within the household, and pretty much, this is a tactic now that's been going on for decades, you see. And he refers to the UK and the US as one of the same, which it is. It's part of the beast system, NATO, and we're under their thumb, so to speak, okay. And a lot of the laws that are put forth in place, pretty much destabilize the household. And I say that by the means of social services that were pretty much provided back in the 70s. Pretty much the women here in the U.S. And this is a problem that we have had. When it's with the so-called, when you want to call the so-called African Americans that they want to label us as, pretty much, when you go back to the movie Claudine, okay, it was about a trash man that was pretty much courting a woman that had, she had multiple kids, and pretty much the deal was that she could not have no man around. So she pretty much was a single mother raising these kids and pretty much dependent on what you want to call Uncle Sam, or dependent on the system, and pretty much monetarily wise. A lot of the women here, and now you see this now in the UK, where they depend on the government to pretty much run their household. Now, this is another tactic now that's going on where these people are pretty much been living in the UK, and they're bringing their customs right to the West. Okay, and the West is pretty much made up of the beast system, more or less, and the women now are pretty much being told to embrace feminism, and pretty much these women are trying to get from under the rulership of their husband running the household. And it's another tactic to pretty much destabilize the household, which has been going on amongst our people for decades, man. You see? So pretty much I'm going to play this video. I just wanted to set it up. And we're going to go through some talking points on what he's saying. This video is not too long. It's a few minutes. But pretty much he gets into it. So without any further ado.
That it has to be for a police force to hold a press conference calling out a group of women, telling them, stop reporting your husbands. Stop calling us for every little bullshit you have in your married home. Do you understand the level of insanity it requires for cops to hold a press conference telling you that half the shit you call us for is not a police issue? That tells you the state of marriage, African marriages, as soon as they come to the West, is you hear these narratives of how bad we are as men, as African men, and you have the Metropolitan Police, which is the British police, holding a press conference saying, look, Nigerian wives, half the shit that you call us to complain about, to report your husbands about, are not issues. Like, do you know how many times they have to deal with this to hold a press conference? Do you know how many Nigerian wives come from Nigeria to the UK and suddenly government to agency, a police department, to say, look, man, y'all tripping. So now, take this into account and add that with the narrative of how bad African husbands are, and when their wives come to the West, they realize how free and how... It's never been bad. It's just, again, I don't know any other race of people that will leave their home country and come to America or any other Western country and then start divorcing en masse because they don't want the only group of people who do that are us. It's so wild, huh?
London police has organized seminar for Nigerian women in the UK to stop calinthulus on their husbands. Recently,
that's pretty much the point right there. And pretty much, this is a tactic that E has been using for decades, and it's been going on here in the U.S. as well. And they have these different outlets where where they exploit, our household, so to speak, live and direct on TV. You got the shows like Maury and Jerry Springer and them shows along that platform where you see the pretty much the destabilization of these so-called Negro households, man. Okay, you see, and it's pretty much put out there on full display. So there's always a stigma that goes along with the so-called Negro man. Okay, here in the U.S. and now we've seen this tactic being used in the U.K. as well. Okay, where the man is pretty much being pretty much dragged through the mud, so to speak. Okay, and pretty much bad talked and about being a bad father and pretty much all of these negative things that are coming out. Okay, that are pretty much being exploited on TV. Okay, for the world to see. Okay. But let me hit some scriptures real quick though, man, because like I said though, we see E, we see him, man. Okay, this is on Proverbs chapter 12 verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. And pretty much, he comes from a culture where the household is pretty much in order, man. We're going back to how households in order going back to the East. Okay. Where the house was in order, the man was the head of the household. Okay, the woman, she pretty much was in subjection to her husband. Okay, and these women are pretty much have the mindset now coming to the West, these Western countries, to think that that's a bad thing. But pretty much saying that is a slavery or what have you. Okay, because of the guise of this whole feminist movement, man. Okay, and we're gonna see that it's not gonna fare out very too well for these women that are doing that. But the point is that these women are calling the police on men and bringing these people, these officials into a man's household, man, to pretty much, destabilize it, man. Okay, all right. So now you may have instances to where it may be of a little issue, and they're telling them to stop doing it. But then you have instances where it pretty much breaks up the family. Okay, and pretty much, man, if you have a woman that pretty much calls the cops on you, man. You got to get the hell away from her, man. Okay? Because now she's dependent on an outside entity, okay? All right, which is these services, okay, that the government provides to rely on that. You see? Okay, whether it be monetarily, okay, or pretty much socially. And now we're seeing now, monetarily now, with the whole welfare system and what that's all about. But we're seeing it, okay, on a social level, where it's destabilizing households, and you're seeing divorces at a high rate here in the West, And it's not just amongst us; it's just the way of life here in the West, man. Okay. Even you have E himself pretty much divorced at a high rate. Okay, and I pretty much know that since the whole demic went down 4 years ago, it has accelerated. Okay, and it has accelerated pretty much across the board. Okay, but you're seeing how this society, man, is pretty much morally depleted, man. You see, okay, but pretty much, man, we're pretty much we come from a standard, man, but we've been seduced, okay, all right, by our oppressor, man, okay. And you don't have to be and it's what I'm saying. The people, have coming on these platforms, different platforms, and saying that this the whole oppression thing and the woe was me thing. But at the end of the day, okay, the people still continue to further the affliction, man. Okay, and this is another tactic that they're being able to use, man, because they need to take over the households, man. Okay, and not have the men in the household. You see, so that now the government can pretty much raise your kids and raise them the way to be a bunch of degenerates, man. Okay, because that's pretty much what ends up happening, man. Okay, and it's becoming more and more at an alarming rate, man. You know. All right. From there, let's go to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that they may look on their nakedness. And pretty much, man, our nakedness is pretty much being out on display for the whole world to see, man. And when and the light and pretty much the stigma is that we're a bunch of degenerates, man. Okay, with the household's not in order, the kids are not in order, the man is not in the house, the women are pretty much raising the kids by themselves, and the women are pretty much are in a prideful state of mind. On top of that, here it is. They are the single cause of the stabilization of the household, okay, and pretty much the breaking down of our society, man, okay, because the kids are pretty much are being trained up as our animals, man, okay, because there's no order, okay. The women cannot raise a man, all right, the child that's growing up, and they pretty much run amok. You see? But woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, man. And what's that drink? That drink is that philosophy, the ways of life, okay, that we have embraced, man, which is a degenerate way of living, man. You see? And this is why you're seeing the state of these ghettos the way they are, man. Okay? And the whole world is pretty much looking at our nakedness, man. You know? Okay? Our lives, our households, man, is pretty much an open book, man. And all you gotta do is turn on the TV in the middle of the day, okay, with these talking shows, and they have these this whole much this big drama that's going on, okay, and you're seeing how the dysfunction that has all caused, you see, okay, but these Nigerian women that's going on over there in the UK, they have been going overboard, but the main point is that they pretty much want the man out the house, okay, that's pretty much what it is, man, okay. So what mindset would a woman have to where you have a man that's pretty much a breadwinner in the household and helping to raise the kids to pretty much call the cops and potentially have him arrested, man, and removed from the household. You see? Okay? All right. These women pretty much want to be out and be and whorish, so to speak, man. Okay? They want to see what else is out there to offer, man. They think the grass is greener on the other side, so to speak, man. Okay. But woe to him that put they give his neighbor drink, man. Okay, and our nakedness is being seen, man. You see. All right, from there, let's go to with these women. Let's talk about these women real quick, man. Because what is the sole purpose of them doing that, man? Okay, because why? It's because they want liberty, man. Okay, they don't want to be ran into the household under their husband ruling. You see, and they're being influenced by other women that have been here. And I always say this, the people that have been living in the West. Okay, speaking about the tribes, the longest are really the most destroyed, man. And we can start with the so-called Afro-American, if you want to call. You see, okay, we pretty much been here the longest, but we're the most destroyed, man. Okay. And we're speaking about the tribe of Judah. You see? Okay? And they know that they got the head in subjection. And they know that they got the head pretty much in a downtrodden state. You see? All right? But these women are being pretty much seduced by other women that have been here and saying, "Oh, well, we don't do that here in the UK or the US. We got freedom, we got liberty. You can get him out the way, and you can do whatever it is that you want to do." You see? That's pretty much the mindset, man. And they have a lot of these social media talking points, man. That's pretty much videos that go viral amongst these women, and these women are pretty much are aiding and abetting each other, man, to the destruction of the household, man. You see, all right. So this is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, 25 verse 25, right? It says, "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad." And pretty much, man, just like how you don't give no water no passage, is because if you let up in any kind of way, if there's a breach in that passage, and that pretty much if you don't give a passage, there's a breach within it, the water's gonna flow through. And this is how wicked women, okay, all right, pretty much to gad abroad is pretty much to go out and just be out there in the world, man. You don't let her to gather abroad. So now what she's doing now is that when she's come here to this to the West, okay, when you're coming from an Eastern culture and to come to the West to pretty much live, so to speak, you see, and raise a family and pretty much be into pursuit of what they want to call life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, okay, these women are pretty much want to uproot themselves from the household and pretty much the order, okay, or they're pretty much what they pretty much are set up to do within the household, man. Is pretty much got cheats the child, man. But they're not giving pretty much no set example of them teaching the children, okay. All right, the children's gonna just do what their mother's doing, okay. And this is why you're seeing a degenerate society right now, man. Okay, but you don't give a wicked woman liberty to get abroad, man. You see, all right, and that's what the problem is, okay. You see, but it says, but if she go not as thou would have her, okay, and then she's not going as how you would have her, man. Okay, with these situations like this individual's talking about, it's because pretty much the women deep down inside, man, they want to pretty much be free and get from under the rulership or the guidance of the man in the house. You see? But it says, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. And that's the point. The point is, okay, for some any woman that would have a family unit intact, okay, intact, and be seduced, okay, by this damn devil, okay, with the philosophy of the what he's given them, in the guise of feminism and liberty and and pretty much protection to do what they want, and there's no consequences. You see, when you have that type of situation like that, man, and you got to let it go, man. Okay, because why? It's because she doesn't want that to be. She doesn't want the household to be intact, man. Okay, and these women are fickle, man. Okay, they don't pretty much think of the situation down the road, so to speak. Okay, they don't think about the long game. Everything is a short term thinking, man. Okay, women are not critical thinkers, man. They're not set up to be that way, man. This is the reason why they don't have the world impaired to them wisdom, man. You see, okay, so pretty much, man. That woman, how if you would have a stabilized household, she would break from that, raise a degenerate family, and depend on the government for social services, okay, and be part of the system, man. Okay, you see, this is what's going on here, man. All right. From there, let's go to Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Right? These are unrighteous decrees that are put forth, man. These unrighteous decrees that are put forth destabilize the household, man. Okay? Okay? And this is pretty much what they need, man. They need to destabilize it. And particularly talking about the tribes, man. Okay? Particularly talking about the tribes. Okay, this is what they need to do. It's very essential to their aspirations, so to speak, man. Okay, all right, that they're trying to achieve. They need to accomplish that. Okay, but what woe unto them, destruction unto them, man, that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievances which they have prescribed, man. And these people are prescribing these decrees that are very grievous, man. It's very grievous on the households, man. Okay, when you speak about this individual here, he's going to hell off with his damn long hair. Okay, all right, but that's besides the point. But pretty much, You got these guys pretty much are in a situation where the police are being called for every little issue, man. Okay, and when discipline is pretty much or the man is trying to set the house in order and keep it in order, okay, and the woman is just being plain rebellious, man. Okay, you see, you got to cut that off from your flesh, man, so to speak, man. Okay, because why? Because these women are being grown to not have any goodwill, man, towards the household, man, and not any goodwill towards what you want to call a family unit, man. You see? Okay. But pretty much that's it, though, man. The brother put this video up, man, and I just pretty much want to speak upon this thing, and this is pretty much a thing that's going on in the UK, and it's been going on here in the US, man. Okay, and then pretty much the stigma that has been put out there against Judah, okay, and now you're seeing the stigma, okay, against Levi and Benjamin as well, man. Okay, here over there in the UK, you see. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Wakakwadash, and with that, Shalom.